Hey guys, Blazie here, and you haven't heard they're making another Digimon series. That's so awesome! But it's a remake of the original series. Huh. So yes, this new series they're making is a remake, or a reimagining if you will, of the original series, now based in 2020 with like cell phone technology and such. So basically a lot more digital, which I guess is fitting in a way, but honestly at the same time it still worked just as well when the internet was a new thing. So anyway, I watched the trailer for it, and will say the animation looks nice. The updated design to Tai, give or take, already just... From the trailer, it looks different though. Like, the story will focus a lot more on Tai and Agumon, maybe, and be like their kind of journey. But this is just the first trailer in the end, so it might be very character focused, with all of them giving their own sort of stories and such. But this is just the first trailer in the end, so it might be very character focused, with all of them giving them their own stories and such. But they did do that in the original, but you get what I mean. They might dive a little more deeper into like the characters more than ever, basically. So I'm a huge fan of Digimon, always have been, but the last few years even more so. I recently bought this DVD pack of one of like the English versions, basically, and this was a hell of a lot of money. Just to show just how passionate I am and how much I love Digimon, that I would get this entire box set kind of thing, which was, yeah, very expensive. With like each season being different, it's a different show each time, and I love every season of it in their own ways. But what they have been focusing on a lot is the Tai in this group. We had Digimon Tri, which wasn't very popular, and I had most of the Blu-rays of that. I just need to watch the last one. And it's okay. It's not very Digimon. That's my biggest problem with it. It doesn't feel like Digimon. It just feels like a high school drama. And those kind of animes I don't like. And then like you have the new character whose name escapes me at the moment. And she looks very high school character kind of thing. It's not Digimon. But when it is Digimon, it's good. It's just the overall everything in it is amazing. Then we have Digimon Last Evolution, the latest movie, and supposedly the last. It's not, because it only focuses on Tai and Matt and has a little bit of a cliffhanger ending, I've heard. So if it makes money, you know there will be more. Which pisses me off, not to mention that still the ending in Digimon 02 where all the Digimon are with their partners, who now all have kids and Digimon of their own, so them trying to waste that, it's just a load of shit. We know Digimon always come back to their partners in the end, so stop trying to be all emotional ending when we know how it ends already. Like, every single Digimon season tends to end this way, where it just sort of ends with the Digimon have to leave their partners, and I don't understand why. Why this always happens. It's like, it's stupid. I get it. It's a story of, like, you won't be with your friends always, you know, you won't always have the friends you had as a kid. I guess that's what the story they're trying to tell you, but no, screw that. Why do you have to keep telling that kind of story over and over? That's why I love Digimon Savers or Digimon Data Squad, whatever you call it or whatever. I don't know why it has two different names, but it does. With Marcus at the end, like the main dude in that season, and all the Digimon have to go back to the digital world at the end. And he says screw that, and he goes with Agumon to the digital world. And that's just how it ends. It's just Marcus just going off and fighting Digimon with his Digimon partner out in the digital world. Hell yeah! Hell yes! I love that ending. That ending is like a twist to what they normally do, and it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, like they do that all the time. And then like this one, at least like I haven't actually watched the movie. I just know from the trailers that. And then I did watch a review of it because I wanted to know how it ended. If that's like, because it's called The Last Evolution, and they're basically making it out that yeah, this is that Digimon and their human partners only have a certain amount of time left because they're growing up, which is weird. When has that ever been a thing? Never. I don't get that. Like they're too old to have It's freaking stupid. Like, it's stupid. And yeah, so that's the story. And yeah, it ends how you expect it to end. So I'm sorry for spoilers, but it's spoilers just in the trailer what's going to happen. But then, yeah, we have the Digimon O2 ending, where it ends with, like, everyone all grown up, they all have Digimon, their kids have Digimon. I'm sorry for being so negative at the moment, but that just shows how passionate I am, how much I love this series, and when they screw up the endings or do something, it's just like, why? Why do that? I love Digimon. I absolutely love Digimon. I've got a nice little Digimon collection up here, with little Digimon up here. Boop, boop, boop. I have no idea if that was funny. Moving on. Again, me getting this way just shows how passionate I am about the series. So them doing a remake of the original in a modern day setting, it just kind of feels like an insult, you know? I don't like this idea at all. But I guess this one has always lived in Pokemon's shadow, so with Pokemon legit making remakes of their movies, doing a movie based on the first episode of a show, and then just changing it up a little to retcon what they did in the show or something for no reason, it's nothing new basically. And then, like, they also have, like, the first Digimon movie they remake with CGI, you know, for no reason besides money. Yeah, and then this latest Pokemon movie, which I might have to talk about, is literally an episode from the show. It's literally just, like, about, like, a kid. They got lost, I don't know, like, what the actual story is, but a kid that's, like, found in the forest with a bunch of Pokemon, and she was raised by Pokemon. Wow, I haven't seen that done before. It's literally an episode in the first season of the show. Like, with, like a kid that gets, like, that kid falls out of a plane or whatever into, like, a forest, and he basically thinks he's a Kangaskhan. If you remember that, because I remember that. It's one of the first freaking episodes. So, again, they're just remakes, man. Remakes. People just don't have original ideas anymore. It's just today's culture to remake things. It's the cool thing to do. Look, it's not like I'm not looking forward to seeing the characters I love again. Especially Agumon, I actually love the little guy. But Digimon has always been a series that changes and, well, evolves. It has always tried different things. And I, for one, have been loving the Digimon games. They've been releasing, like, I love the Cyber Sleuth series as well. Like, why not do a series like that and make it dark, like a murder mystery kind of thing, but with Digimon? Because then, like, the latest game coming out, Digimon Survive, apparently people can die in it. Your characters can die in it. Or something like that. That's at least the stuff that has come out about it, that yeah, your actions will have those kind of consequences. That sounds awesome. Yes, please. Just do something interesting and it'll get people watching. Don't just erase what we know and try to fit it into today's world. That shit never works. I ain't saying it's going to be bad, but then what little we saw in the trailer is the Digimon just going to look like being in the internet? Like, I guess, like, Cyber Sleuth? Like, will they appear in a strange land with phone booths around in the grand scheme of things? Which is part of the mystery. That's what made the original fun and interesting as a show. They were in a world at the time. We didn't know what it was. And they kept finding things from their world that didn't fit in. But here, it looks like they're going to be doing something different, which is fine, as I said. It's fine if that's what they do, but the last few movies have been all about tying the others growing up. And I want to see something else. I want to see them move away from tying away. Like, yeah, sure. The last few seasons of the show that they did, Digimon Cross Wars, and then the Atmon thing, which I did watch. I've been meaning to, but I haven't watched it yet. Like, yeah, sure, they weren't really received hugely well, but that's because you got rid of Digivolution. You got rid of, like, one of the main freaking things in Digimon Cross Wars. In the end, I didn't mind the show. Like, I love Shoutmon, but, and then, like, at the end, Season 2, you have, like, all the Digidestin come in. Hells yes, everybody loved that, but the rest of the show, again, there's no real Digivolutions. Like, how do you get rid of that? So you just have this weird combining thing, which just seems so Japanese kind of thing to do, you know? I am passionate about Digimon, man. But yeah, like, okay, so the last few movies have been all about Tai and the others growing up. And now we're just going to tell their story again, but differently. Like we're telling those movies to fuck off, we'll do you again a few more years, but with this story instead. I, for one, am done with seeing Tai and the others. I want to see a new group, but keep Agumon there. Hell, make it a future story of Tai's grandkids and Agumon's grandkids or something. So, like, technology can still be more advanced if that's what you want to do. Again, it annoys me because they're wasting the last few movies for no reason, man. If it's just would start the story all over again. Again, it's money, you know. It's just because they're wanting our ideas. Digimon, at least in the show form, isn't as popular anymore. As well, part of it is probably because you're not telling people about them. You're not releasing them in English or anything. You just don't care anymore about your English audience when it comes to that. So a lot of us don't know. You know, there's more countries outside of Japan that watch Digimon, you know. And it isn't just America, it's Europe, Australia, and so on. Like, Last Evolution, if you just go and announce you're doing it, like, why bother doing Last Evolution? If you just go and announce you're going to do it all over again? Or are you going to retcon everything then and make it that this is the true story? You know, this is the story. But then, like, of course, then that doesn't make sense because then technology should be even more advanced in these latest movies, but they're not. They're just basic cell phones. So I don't feel like you understand what you're doing. Just all these reboots are getting out of hand. Digimon is not something that needs to be rebooted. Just tell a new story. Just tell a new story and your fans will watch. Digimon is still just as big as it ever been. You failed to try though. That's what screwed you up, yet you continue to do Tai's story and such. I'm sorry for my negativity in this video. Maybe I'm just not having a good day or something, I don't know. But it also shows my passion, as I have said. I love Digimon. I love the original series. I am excited to see what they do in this one. I really am. I want to see more Agumon for sure. I love the little dude a lot. But retelling a story is just dishonor to what it was. You're saying that it's not worthy of staying. What it was. You need to change it, and it's just disgusting to do when this stuff happens. Look what happened to The Lion King. I'm going to keep bringing up that movie every time when I have to talk about remakes and such. Look what happened to that. He wanted to do his own thing and it failed. I also have Nilomon. You know, this little dude. He is my Digimon character, and I'm currently working on like his champion form at the moment. But yes, he's obviously very much based on Gilmon, but then he's also a little bit of Toothless, a little bit of Yoshi. You know, he's a mix of like all my favourite characters generally, but he is a Digimon at heart. So again, love Digimon. Anyway, I didn't expect this to be as long as a video as I am, or like ranting on. Like, I do have like particular stuff I want to talk about, and I just kept on ranting about things. Oh gosh. Alright, anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to my channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now. Ow, ow.